Oh, maybe we are starting with resilience. My bad. I forgot I switched the thing today. So today's word for today is resilience. Resilience meaning the ability to rise again, to rise again, resilience to rise again after pressure, pain, or disappointment. Example, resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something life builds in you over time. It develops when quitting would make it easier, but continuing feels necessary. Continuing feels necessary. Even setback becomes a training ground, shaping strength that doesn't show up or overnight but lasts long after pressure passes. Isn't something you're born with. Resilience is not something that's easy. We want to take the easy road. We don't want to continue to uh, have the pressure on us or pain, and then have to deal with, okay, I got to make it through it. We got to get through it, and that's what resilience allows us to do. Is there is going to be pain in our life. I just hate to say that to you. There's going to be pressure in our life. And I don't know why I hate to say to you, because it builds us, it forms us, it strengthens us. We get to count it all joy. We get to grow from it. But one time I remember feeling completely worn down, not from one big failure, but from a series of small disappointments. Because it seems to all hit you at a time. When I was talking about last night's call, both of them said that, hey, I got the cancer or I got the brain injury, and then, one of them went through a divorce. I mean, there's all these things that all happened at the same time. So it's not just a whole, just one time. It seems like it just stacks on and it keeps coming. And they keep stacking up. Nothing dramatic, but enough to make quitting feel reasonable. And I wasn't broken, just tired. What I learned was that resilience wasn't about being tough. Not, I got to be this tough guy. It's about getting up again when no one was cheering. It's about putting your feet down on the floor in the morning, getting out of bed, and saying, hey, we're going to do this again. Resilience says that I know I'm going to go through things. And as I go through those things, I'm still going to come out on the other side. Resilience says that I'm not going to quit. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Resilience says that my family is important. I'm going to make sure that I hang with them and I help them get through whatever it is. Resilience says that I know it's tough and it's rough in my marriage right now, but we're going to make it through. Resilience says that I know I'm having trouble with my boss today, hey, but tomorrow's going to be a better day. Resilience says that I'm going to go and get through it. Right? So what it does is it trains you. It doesn't, it says right here, that season didn't break me, it trained me. So today, when you make your connection, who has shown resilience in your life? Maybe that's the connection you make today. I tell you some days that you're making a connection because you're the answer to somebody's prayer and you're sitting with them. Yesterday, I told you to have somebody sit down and you be the person who's getting and receiving the coaching. Maybe the example that you need to say is you need to find somebody who's been resilient, and then you sit with them and you ask them how they did it. And then that gives you the energy, that gives you the motivation, that gives you the inspiration to be able to carry on. If you're going through something today, I would encourage you to connect with somebody today that has gone through it. Not somebody who's never necessarily going through it, because it's easy. Misery loves company, and everybody can wallow in, we're going through it, we're not going to get through it. Find somebody who's gone through it, talk to them about, ask them, how did you get through it? Then shut up and listen. And I promise you, your day will be so much better as you look at that example. Again, not wallowing and complaining with somebody, finding somebody who's already been through something that you're going through or something similar, and listen to how they did it. Acknowledge their strength today. Choose one connection to be fully present in as you're doing it. That means when you ask that question, you put your phone down. That means your eyes are looking them straight in their eye. That means that you are attentive to what they are telling you. Not that you're going to duplicate their um, solution and how they got through it. Maybe it's just that they got through it and you get to hear that they did. That may be enough. All right, so the promise that you make to yourself today, again, you can make any promise you want to yourself. I just want you to make one. I want you to write it down. I want you to say it out loud, and then I want you to get it done before bed. We are products of how many promises we make on an every single daily basis and keeping those promises that we make to ourselves. My suggestion today is get back up in one area you've been avoiding. Get back up. Use that resilience, something you've been avoiding. Tackle it head on. Call that person that you need to call, or do whatever it is you need to do. Fill out that paperwork you've been avoiding. Get it done. Get back up in one area you've been avoiding because you don't want to deal with it, and deal with it today. And before the end of the day, before the sun goes down, I want you to make that promise to yourself. Again, I want you to write that promise down to yourself. I want you to say it out loud, and then I want you to do it before you go to bed. What an amazing word today. Resilience is the word.